It's time to raise Topaz. When it comes to Star Rail raising modes, I've decided I am going to get them all the way up to level 80, but I will hold off on giving them their signature light cone until God mode. And there is 80, yeah, we actually prepared pretty well for her. Let's go ahead and move on to Traces while talking a bit about how she works. Starting with her basic attack, there's nothing special going on here, but you will need to use it rather frequently because, moving on to her skill, basically the only thing her skill does is apply Proof of Debt to whichever target she chooses. Proof of Debt is a debuff to an enemy that basically does two things. Firstly, it increases the amount of follow-up damage they take, and when Numby, which is the other half of Topaz, comes up in the action queue, that will be Numby's target. Topaz's ultimate is basically a huge buff to Numby. Not only will it increase Numby's damage and crit damage, but also anytime any ally hits an enemy that is inflicted with Proof of Debt, Numby's action will be advanced forward 50%. This buff lasts until Numby attacks twice. Her talent here is basically explaining how Numby works. The one thing I didn't mention yet is that if an ally hits an enemy that is inflicted with Proof of Debt with a follow-up attack, Numby's action is also advanced forward by 50%. And now taking a look at the three bonus abilities. Her first one transforms Topaz's basic attack into a follow-up attack, which is of course really good because then Topaz can just basic attack on the enemy with Proof of Debt and Numby's action will be advanced forward 50%. Her second bonus ability increases Topaz and Numby's damage dealt to enemy targets with fire weakness by 15%. That's pretty self-explanatory. And her final bonus ability, Stonks Market. Each attack Numby does while in the ultimate buff state will regenerate 10 energy for Topaz, and that'll be 20 energy since Numby can attack twice in this state. E1 is a Proof of Debt upgrade. Basically increase crit damage for follow-up attacks up to 50% because it can stack twice, and you get these stacks by hitting an enemy with a follow-up attack that has Proof of Debt, so kind of similar to everything else really. E2 is 5 energy regeneration anytime Numby takes action or attacks. E3 of course is skill and basic level up. With E4 they pulled out a little Uno reverse card here. When Numby's turn begins, Topaz's action is advanced forward, only by 20% in this case, but still. E5 is ultimate and talent level up, and E6 sounds pretty good as well. Basically extends the duration of this ultimate buff by a turn, and Numby gets an extra 10% fire resistance penetration. So if you couldn't tell by now, Numby is the one doing pretty much everything. Topaz is essentially ordering Numby to attack. First impressions on Eidolon, I would only really care about E1 for the up to 50% crit damage. I feel like Numby will be taking a lot of turns, so this 5 energy per Numby attack probably does add up, and you know, she can do her ultimate much more often. But yeah, in my opinion, E0 or E1 seems to be perfectly fine. That seems to be the case with a lot of units these days, which is in my opinion a very good thing. Since this is still the raising mode, I don't think I want to raise them too high right now. I do want to make sure she has full functionality as a character, so we will get all the bonus abilities. I think this is good starting standards here. For the light cone, again, I don't want to give her signature straight away. There are some solid F2P options for her, like cruising in the Stellar Sea. This is the Herda LC, 16% crit rate, up to 32% crit rate if the enemy has less than 50% HP, and 40% attack when the wearer defeats an enemy. This is a pretty easily accessible card. Of course though, if you have swordplay, this is a very interesting card. It's 12% damage increase, up to 5 stacks, and you get a stack for hitting an opponent. Not only will Numby max out the stacks for the last few hits, but if Numby hits the same enemy again, all hits will be, you know, maxed out on damage here. Personally, I think my S3 swordplay would overall be better. However, for me personally, I think it'd be better to raise cruising in the Stellar Sea because we do have her signature, and I'm not sure swordplay can be used that well on, you know, a lot of other characters, whereas cruising in the Stellar Sea seems very generally useful for any other hunt character. Also because it's the one that everyone will have access to. We'll start the showcase with this. As for Relics, when we do inevitably get the follow-up set, I'm going to farm that like a lot because I use lots of follow-up damage dealers, but for now we might just go totally broken, just get the best substats we can really. For the Orb and Rope, I would really like to get her in Inert Salsado because it has 15% follow-up attack damage. We'll just have to pray we have a fire boost here. Yes, we do have one with crit damage, and that's pretty much the only good one. Flat HP as 4th sub. It rolled okay. We got 2 rolls into crit damage, so I can't really complain. We also got to roll into that flat HP and a flat attack, so of course we want an attack percent link rope as well. Oh, we actually do have a raised one here with a lot of speed and crit damage. I actually feel like we should have enough crit rates, so we might just, you know, give her this one for now. It's not equipped on anyone else anyway. And here's our full build. As I said, mostly broken. We do have a 2-piece speed set here. because, you know, these had good substats. But yeah, I didn't have any like really good speed boots besides these, which have an okay amount of crit rate and crit damage with some break effect for whatever that's worth. And this headpiece that no one else was using, which has actually pretty good stats. Overall, we have almost 3k HP, 2300 attack, very fast at 150 speed. I'm not sure if we need to slow her down or not yet, but 64 crit rate, 172 crit damage. Honestly, this is probably one of my better built characters. No energy regeneration though. That might be something we definitely consider instead of attack here, especially because Topaz is definitely shaping up to be more of a sub DPS as opposed to a main DPS, though I would of course still like to check out what kind of damage she's doing herself. So we'll think about it more for God mode, but for now we're just gonna leave her in the attack rope. But yeah, I'd say she's pretty much ready to fight. Talking about team, from her kit, it's quite obvious you want other characters that are dealing follow-up damage. The first units that came to mind were of course Jingyuan and Clara. I've used them a lot. Jingyuan basically only does a follow-up attack with his Lightning Lord, but that's also like his strongest attack, so it's good to take advantage of the proof of debt debuff that Topaz applies, but it might not help as much as Clara's very frequent follow-up attacks with her counters, getting Numby back to the front of the action queue. I have often used Jingyuan and Clara together. That doesn't leave much room for other supports though. Regardless, I probably am going to try them both together to start. Clara can tank decently well, but we should still have some sort of healer. A lot of people while I was streaming the summons mentioned March 7th as a good partner for her. My March 7th isn't really raised. I've never had a big interest in raising her. I mean, I've noticed Lacha and Clara work really well together with the Abyss field because every Clara counter within the Abyss field heals everyone. I would definitely consider swapping someone here out with a buffer or debuffer. But yeah, we'll start with this and see how it goes. Let's go ahead and start with this little battle here. So I would rather have proof of debt on the actual boss. So we are going to use her skill on the boss, implant proof of debt there. And then of course Numby will come in for an extra attack there. We'll use Clara's ultimate so that next time they attack, she'll definitely hit proof of debt. So this should be a follow-up attack, and you can see Numby jump very far in the action queue. This team is actually so not skill hungry at all. We've just been sitting at 5 skill points. So, I mean, we may as well use the skill, I guess. Yeah, okay, maybe that battle was just a little too easy. I guess real quick, I do want to see how her out of battle technique works. I haven't really chest farmed in the new areas here yet, so I don't know, go here. We'll see if Numby runs to something. Ah, yes. Let's go. That's so cool. All right, where's the next one, buddy? One thing I did misunderstand about her technique is that when you actually press E, it does use a skill point, but all this like chest hunting features and stuff like that is free. There's the next one. Okay, Numby found a chest. Actually, decent little radius, I suppose. Okay, I can see it over there. We do have Planar Infinity going on right now, so kind of a good time to check this out too, I guess. We're gonna go in with the same team for now. We'll probably switch it up depending on what I notice from this run here. Oh good, we can choose a path. Elation. So we got the big lotto and this, of course. Those two Kyrios can work together insanely well in normal sim universe as well. So these infinite versions, I imagine, are gonna go insane. So we of course want to destroy every destructible object we can. There, we already got a Curio, just a normal one. Oh, and an infinite wick trimmer. Basically, the damage increase is higher here. Cheese. Before our first battle, we already have like 5 Curios. It's kind of weird. I mean, considering that this damage is happening so often, like, it's actually good damage. Like, I'm comparing it to maybe that whatever 70k from Lightning Lord, which honestly wasn't even that good, but Lightning Lord doesn't happen nearly as often as Numby attacking for the 10 to 20k it is. 35, 31, and now another ultimate. 30, 34, Lightning Lord does 140, but so yeah, I mean, the individual numbers are smaller, but they definitely add up. I really don't want to even get into comparing right now because my Jingyuan also has a lot more investment. Oh, we have adventure domains here. Definitely got to get the downloader and get Don Ill in there. Actually, now that I think about it, with those 2 Curios we obtained, this is going to probably be really annoying getting Curios all the time. Yep, there we go. Okay. I don't even know what I got there. Okay. Okay. No, we did. What are those over there? Oh, the first 3? Oh, well, we only need to break 20 barrels, apparently. I'm not even going to say when I get new Curios. We'll just check at the end. Oh, whoops. I still have Don Ill. Jesus Christ. Numby just did like 144k. I mean, yeah, I think numbers are gonna get ridiculous in this mode. Oh, we're already at the end? Okay, this is actually a pretty short one. Yeah, there's the boss domain. Okay, let's talk to Screwlum. I think we get like blessings for every curio we have. Yep, 20 blessings. Okay, sure. It didn't even give me a chance to look at them, but whatever. At this point, I don't even want to. It's 20 blessings. Okay, now I can see them. I'll look at the 3 stars. The hunt one is nice. Yeah, we have 42 blessings. I'm sad we couldn't get that 3-star elation. Yeah, whatever. We just went around mostly upgrading the elation cards because yeah, elation team. And here we have a level 86 Gepard. I don't think this is going to be that hard. Oh, Clara counter for 300k. Nice. Proof of debt on Gepard. 115 for that. Damn, Topaz can do her ultimate again already? 424, 237 from Numby. I'm curious to see what Lightning Lord is going to do, but I don't know if Gepard's even going to survive that long. He's already on his last phase here. Another normal Clara counter for still 156. And then 200. Yes, Topaz will go before Lightning Lord, so we can get proof of debt on him. Now it's only a single target, but I guess that's fine. Of course, Gepard already has proof of debt because he's the only target and it just applies automatically. Should I do it anyway? The skill? Yeah, let's do the skill just for fun. 289 and he's dead. Whoops. Okay. Oh wait, what? Why do we get blessings? I thought that was it. Yeah, 20 curios and 47 blessings. That was obviously zero issue at all. Oh, okay. Current exploration has been saved, so we can continue on. Is this the real final trial now? Oh my God. Oh Jesus. Final trial level 8. Let's just challenge it and see what happens. Oh yeah, 8 waves of enemies. Jesus. 6 cycles. I mean, this team does seem to do a lot of damage, so we'll see how it goes. Oh my God. They don't even get a chance to attack, so Clara's like not being very useful here. Okay, wait, here we go, here we go. Kabunk, nice 240. Oh, good. Oh yes, nice Clara 500k counter. We can do another ultimate here, may as well. And Numby upgrade, of course. Clara counter. Oh yeah, that's going pretty well. Clara counter 315, 220 Numby, 660 Clara counter, almost 400k from her skill. I really haven't seen many Lightning Lords. I think everything is just dying too fast, but I actually really want to do her skill whenever possible. It just seems a lot stronger overall. Second to last battle here. Still haven't seen any Lightning Lords yet because we are like going through the waves too fast. Finally a Lightning Lord. I mean, it wasn't even that impressive, to be honest, for how long we had to wait for it anyway. Final stage here. We still have 3 cycles. Lightning Lord. Okay, there we go. 1.3 million Lightning Lord. That was pretty nice. Final phase Gepard. Still 3 cycles. Damn. Ultimate, not that impressive, of course, because it's not a follow-up attack. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 1.7. I'm not really surprised. The numbers in this mode are probably just going to be ridiculous, but can we get Numby to finish it off? Let's do the skill here. Yes. Yes, okay. I mean, I think we did what we needed to do. We got 97, and it looks like the final star ends at 55, so... yeah, seems like for all rewards, you only need 200k, and there are 5 different stages, so that shouldn't be much of an issue. We should do 1 normal sim universe as well. Maybe Clara and Jingyuan are a little redundant. I don't know how I'd feel not having Jingyuan in a follow-up team though, but I think Clara in this case would be better because she can more consistently do follow-up attacks. All right, we've made it to the first elite here. We actually did swap Jingyuan out with Pella for some def down. Yeah, I mean, like 41k on first elite there, and then another 45, and then a 13. That's actually pretty good damage already. I would like to see what Clara's counters are doing if the monkey survives that long, because yeah, like Topaz and Numby are just spamming attacks, and it really adds up. I don't think we're gonna see a single Clara counter because this ape is just getting deleted. Okay, here we go. Here we go. One counter for 53. That was pretty crazy. And this was the elation I was actually looking for. I don't think that's going to help very much in this team, to be honest, because most everyone's ultimates aren't doing anything. Pella might be able to pop off a little bit, but I guess we'll see. It still does increase the follow-up by 55% once it's enhanced. Coming up to the second elite here. Oh yeah, 116 Clara counter there. I've noticed Numby doesn't do nearly as much damage outside of ultimate mode, which obviously makes sense. There are some massive boosts in there. Clara, I mean, only 56 when it's single target. This wasn't an exceptionally good run, not necessarily horrible either. We got 3 Curios and 16 blessings, and at least, you know, a good chunk of them are elation. Let's see how the boss goes. So we got a 187 Numby there. Let's just do that again. 181 plus a 163. Okay. Deer going into second phase. A Clara counter. What are we gonna do? 325. Okay. The elation path also does a ton of damage. 400k. Yeah. I mean, that's like all 5 targets there now. No burst now. I mean, we can get the burst real quick. Maybe that'll count for this next follow-up attack. Yeah, 170. And going into the final phase now. Very good single target damage. I mean, she is a hunt character, and wow. I don't know how many cycles that was, but the boss attacked like 3 times total, maybe. But I guess that'll pretty much do it for the initial showcase here. She is actually quite a bit better than I expected. Again, it's worth emphasizing that the individual total damage numbers you see over there, like, they don't mean that much, especially in her case, because she is attacking so often. And even then, like, the numbers are still pretty impressive. I was expecting her to honestly deal less because she is kind of supporting the other follow-up attackers with her proof of debt debuff, and when she has her light cone, you know, I think 24 crit damage. But yeah, I mean, most of the other follow-up attack damage dealers, like Jingyuan, I guess Himiko and Blade maybe has a follow-up attack, but they're all like super AoE, and she is single target. So I think she fills a void in that space. Clara can do some decent single target, but like, she's most powerful in burst mode where it's then splash again. Really looking forward to God mode, then I can actually sort of compare to my other follow-up damage dealers. Though again, she brings more than just damage to the table, so. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Dropping a like or subscribing to the channel if you enjoy is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.